sorry we tied it. We were dominating, led it for the whole game, and then it got soft at the end, made some turnovers. We just got through saying in the timeout that if we don't make turnovers, we win the game, and then we went out and made a bunch of turnovers. So, but it was, looking back on it, it's just great for the fans. Everybody's gonna remember. I was kidding Calvin that Robert's going to own some money from the endorsements he gets for being an All-Star legend, and making him an All-Star legend. So, Robert made that incredible shot. I mean, that's what he does. He makes those incredible shots, and why he's an All-Star. So, like I said, it leaves us with a little bit of a sour taste in our mouth because we did lead the whole game, and the bottom line is that this is for the fans, and it was a beautiful game for the fans. If we were like trying to let them stay in the game or trying to get them, then we would, but it happened naturally. It just they put on the pressure, we succumbed to it, and they got to the tie, and it was so that's what made the game really good for the fans. But again, it's just so much fun being around these guys and doing this kind of thing. Getting to know guys like Paulie, and even guys like Aris and Don Fernando, who I've never coached before. These guys, it's just a lot of fun. I really enjoy it.
What can you say about that 5-point play of Robert Gordon?
Well, that's Robert. That's what I said. You said earlier that it's going to be it's a legendary shot. It's going to be All-Star legend shot. The next 10 All-Stars are always going to talk about that particular shot. So, like I said, I was kidding Calvin that he made Robert a legend. If they ever get to the endorsements for that, then he should give a percentage to Calvin. Up 4 and fouling a 4-point play. But it's an All-Star game. Those things happen in an All-Star game.
Which team you handled James Yap? He became your player back in Sandvik, and now it's his 18th straight All-Star appearance. What can you say about his longevity?
James is just he's like a freak of nature. He's not normal. He's not a normal human being. He finds a way to keep his body in shape. He finds a way to stay sharp. He finds a way to stay effective even at his age. And so, I experienced that. I experienced that for 5 years, and I experienced it through a Grand Slam, and he was the MVP in almost every one of those final series. I know how he makes big shots and plays big moments. So nothing surprises me with James.
From a coaching standpoint, how difficult is it to coach a game that has a 4-point shot or a 3-point down?
Well, you just roll with it. We practiced it during our practice time, and our one practice we had a guy shoot a lot of 4-point shots, and just to get a feel for it, the distance. Japeth drafted Paulie on purpose just because of the 4-point line. So there was some strategy involved there, but I thought the best part about it was the alley-oop dunks of Japeth on Terrence's passes. Those were awesome. But it's different, and you really don't coach much in this thing. There's not much you can do. There's not much strategy. You just try to put guys out there. I thought Coach George did a really good job of bringing out the pressure team down the stretch and putting the pressure on us. We lacked point guard. We didn't have Scotty. Terrence came late today, so he wasn't really prepared to play as much as some of the other guys. So we didn't really have a pure point guard outside of maybe New, and New's not a pure point guard. So Maverick was injured, so he couldn't play. So we really had no point guards to battle that pressure down the stretch. So it was a good move by Coach George.
But you were earlier questioning about that dunk of Calvin.
I just tell the referees, reward them for what it is. We're out there trying to put out a good game, and we're playing hard, and they got to referee hard. If they expect us to play hard, that's one thing I always believe about referees. If we play hard, then we expect the referees to referee hard, and I just gave him a hard time. It obviously wasn't a dunk, but then later on, I think Jupar made a dunk, And then they didn't give it to him because he didn't go all the way over. He kind of went stop. So it was made by weight. So what can I say? You know, it evens out. It usually does.
But it will have made a difference, especially.
You know, again, it's an All-Star game. If it was like a regular game, you know, I'd be a lot angrier. You know, I was only angry for a little time. But you know, but I said, if this is going to be a competitive game, then you know, referees have to take it as a competitive game also, and call it, you know, how they would normally call it. If they're going to call it loose and fun, then that's going to make the players play loose and fun. So I thought they did a good job overall.
Thank you.